Hello everybody, this is Tip Top MTG here today with another MTG Arena video. In today's video, we are continuing Brawl Week playing Lolth, Spider Queen. So this is continuing a tradition I have started back in Kaldheim, where every set that comes out essentially a couple weeks later, I do a Brawl Week, where every day of the work week, or Monday through Friday, I play a different Brawl commander, and kind of, they all have different themes, and it's to celebrate the release of the new set. So in today's video, we are building around this Planeswalker right here. So the idea behind this Planeswalker is that we are kind of playing a sacrifice-based deck in mono black with, a pretty decent, idea around it, but it's really just to generate value. Lolth is very, very powerful, being able to create 2/2/1s, which is huge. And I got this card in a draft, and I pulled it every single game, and it was huge. It could create 2/2/1s, probably trade in combat, and then Lolth gets 2 out of the 3 loyalty counters back, and as long as one other creature dies, you get all of that loyalty back. And the idea with this deck is to be able to kind of pump it up all the way up to that ult, and then use cards like Wings of Hubris or other cards that make it hard to block in order to deal a little bit of damage and turn that little bit of damage into 8. So things like Gingerbrute are in here for that exact reason, and even Gingerbrute's here because you can sacrifice it, so it's like the perfect example of a card for this deck. I don't want to waste too much more of your time, so why don't we just jump right into this? So far, this has been a pretty fun deck. Again, I think I explained it with yesterday's Brawl Week video that all of the Brawl commanders that I've done for this have been super duper fun. You can find the deck list for this one in the description down below. It does kind of fit with, yesterday's of blue-white, or it was blue-black control. Today, we're kind of doing a little bit more black control, and we're actually facing against a prismatic bridge deck. I don't expect this to go very well. Black only has a couple cards that deal with enchantments. I am running them, but at this point, it's seeming grim because this deck just kind of goes crazy. So yeah, I'm going to keep this hand. It is, a greedy hand to keep, but we do have the 3 mana, which can get us up to the Callous Blood Mage, which is really great because it creates 2 creatures that can both die, and then boost Lolth up a pretty decent amount. I mean, just this card alone can theoretically get this guy up to 6. Yeah. I see they like pathways. Okay, so they're going to ramp next turn. They're getting Prismatic Bridge down. I was really hoping they'd be mana screwed, but of course they're not. They're gonna actually get every color, so they either need a white or a black mana of any type, and then we're kind of dead. Either way, we're gonna play Callous Blood Mage, and we're gonna use this to create a 1/1, just get more fodder on the board. We still technically have this next turn, so yeah, they managed to just get it turn. What is this? 3, 4. So they're gonna play Prismatic Bridge or not. They're gonna play Kinnan. That's fine. It shocks me a little bit, but Midnight Clock is going to be pretty, I would say, devastating to us. But it is not great for us. What do I want to do here? Kinnan's gonna double that to 2. I think that's a little bit too much mana for my likings, so we are going to just power word kill this, which is a really good removal spell right now. However, with D&D just coming out, there are a lot of demon, devil, dragons, and angel creatures. But yeah, I don't want that to be tapping for 2 mana. That's already a good enough card. Maybe Prismatic Bridge now? We have a lot of removal in our hand, so maybe we can just deal with the threats as they come out, but that's seeming less and less likely. Either way, let's play Sedgemoor Witch. Just lets us get a little bit of a bonus for playing our removal spells. Then we can maybe turn that into a Lolth ult. All right, Kogla. That's beautiful. Callous Blood Mage does go out. I mean, I would have paid the 3 life to target this. This thing seems like the threat to me, but maybe they have some other solution that doesn't require that. No? Okay. I don't expect to win this unless we draw some enchantment removal, but even at this point, they've ramped so much, they're just going to play it again. So this is kind of the problem with Prismatic Bridge. And actually, I've been seeing a lot less Prismatic Bridge, which has been really, really nice. But unfortunately, it seems to be creeping back up a little bit in popularity now that people have kind of gotten over the hype of D&D. They're like, well, let's just go back to the annoying decks. Um, so yeah, we are gonna take advantage of the fact that we have a ton of menace. Um, Shaya just given more mana. At this point, I'm not too worried about it. We are gonna sack the 1/1 to Kogla when it attacks. If it attacks, maybe it gets used for mana, but we shall see. Next turn, I think we're gonna try to just do some removal stuff. So we're gonna probably Soul Shatter, Hagra Mauling, maybe. We'll see. So they are gonna target this, take the life. It dies, which does mean Lolth gets one bigger. It sucks because that was a creature generator or a token generator, which next turn casting 1 or 2 spells would have generated pretty good value. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna kind of sacrifice this 1/1 to save our commander, bringing it back up to 3, and we do still have those 2 spiders. Okay, so they are rushing this. They want to get a lot of cards. That's fair. Um, okay. So I actually think this Death Toucher is going to be kind of huge. Let's draw a card and lose a life, though, just to see what we can get. Maybe we get some answer. No, but we do get a land, which I actually think is going to be pretty huge. I think we want to... We are going to just simply play this as a Death Toucher, which kind of sucks. I like being able to draw a card using it, but 3 mana just seems like a lot right now. And then we are going to save the mana for a Soul Shatter, which does kind of suck. But we can also aggro Mauling if we need to target something with less power, technically. So we're going to swing with the 2/1, get the damage through. They have a very strong board, and it's about to get stronger at the beginning of their upkeep. But at this point, the menace is kind of hurting them if they keep attacking. All right, I'm scared. What Planeswalker? No, Croxa. Okay. Not the worst thing in the world. It would have been a nice one to keep for after like a Pestilence Haze, because Pestilence Haze would pretty much wipe out my board, but also they have just such big creatures. I don't see this being too useful, but I do want to keep it just in case. Huh. All right, we're going to go into full control mode and see if they make a mistake. Because all of their stuff... So if they want to take out Lolth, they take out Prismatic Bridge. Oh, or they can just deal damage to it. Okay. So I have a couple options. I can kill one of my own creatures to give it 1 extra loyalty, and then they both have to swing at Lolth for it to die, or I can let it die and just kill Ugin. I think we just let it die and kill Ugin. We have enough mana to replay it. So that will get rid of Ugin for us, as long as this spell is not a counter spell. Okay. Okay. I'm fine taking this. We do manage to get rid of a Shaya, which does cut down the amount of lands they have. But this is not looking good for us. Let's just... Oh, we should wait. I guess we're just swinging with 2/2/1s and saving the kill spell, seeing what happens here. So they're going to get a brand new hand, which sucks. They're going to get to kind of recycle all the cards there. They do lose a little bit of ramp, but obviously that's just tremendous value. And then we have this guy, kind of rude. Death Touch is fine, but they have a lot of cards, so it doesn't really matter. Let's see what we have. I really don't want them getting removal. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. We have such small creatures that we want to die, so the removal seemed like a better option. Like, they can kill this all they want. I really don't care. Let's see. Oh, wow. Who would have thought? Let's get rid of Kogla. Okay, good job. Good for you. Um, let's play Lolth. Create 2 spiders. All right. At this point, I'm just going to concede, like, it is so impossible to outpace a prismatic bridge. Our only hope was that if I draw, like, a feed the swarm or whatever. And even then, that just sets them back, what, 1 turn? So that's kind of my problem with these 5 color. I get to my commander, and if you can't remove it, you lose, especially when that thing is an enchantment, which the colors like black and red have trouble kind of dealing with. Of course, it's supposed to be a showcase of the deck, and I guess I got to show you that I survived longer than 2 turns of the Prismatic Bridge being out, but it just is basically impossible. You have to spend a card's worth of value to basically get rid of whatever they're getting for free every turn, and then they also get to play stuff. So I think Prismatic Bridge is one of the most unhealthy things for Brawl. That's just my opinion. I just, whatever. They get a big 9 drop every other turn, and then, or every turn, and you guys got to deal with it. So you basically have to run a lot of enchantment removal. So that makes decks that don't have counter magic or enchantment removal, so basically black and red, a lot worse. And anything that is those colors is not great. What's also not great is when MTG Arena's servers die. So let me just relaunch the game because apparently it doesn't want to load. This video is going swimmingly. Yeah. Yeah. All right, we are maybe back. Yep, let's do one more game. If it's Prismatic Bridge again, I am going to concede immediately so we can play against a fun deck. I feel like all of these Brawl videos end up just being me complaining about Prismatic Bridge. Huh, kind of weird. Either way, we're not playing against a Brawl deck, or a Brawl deck, Prismatic Bridge deck. We're playing against a kind of creature-based adventure deck. Um, This feels really expensive. This still feels really expensive, but whatever. I don't want to go down to 6 cards. By the way, this is not an example of how you play optimally. I'm sure I'm making tons of mistakes, but Brawl's all about having fun. So that's what I'm going to do. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Let's play this. And then next turn, when we remove the Werewolf Pack Leader, we can get a creature out of it. Yeah. No, it's fine. Could have traded, but I feel like Sedmore Witch is going to generate a lot of value if we can get it to stick around. Cool, 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 cool. Let's the highest mana value, which would be Varus. Lets me swing in. I get a 1/1, or I could do this. Yeah, no, we're gonna do this. We're not technically targeting Varus, so the ward doesn't help, and then we're able to just swing through with the 3/2, have the 1/1 up in case something crazy happens, but it won't. We're in mono, or they're in mono green. Honestly, if we can just get enough creatures out and then drop Lolth, we are going to be doing pretty well. We have a lot of that package. We have creature generation. The only thing we're really missing is an easy way to sack creatures. We have Erebos, which is fine, but 2 mana per creature gets pretty pricey. So something like a Woe Strider would be really great to get. Let's see what they decide to do. They may... Did they already play a land? Yeah, I think they did. We'll see. Maybe they end up Werewolf Pack leadering and just making it a 5/3 with trample. Um, but probably not. Okay, so they're gonna Druid class set up for future turns. Oakheim Adversary. That's one of my favorite cards. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't see play enough. Liliana Standard Bearer, pretty good. Let's see. What can we do? Okay, we're gonna play Piper of the Swarm and Bastion of Remembrance. When they swing with the Oakham Adversary, we're blocking with a 1/1. Oh, I should have probably swung with Sedmore Witch. See, again, not how to play most efficiently, but we're still going to have fun here today. Again, deck list will be in the description. This is probably one of the lower power decks. It relies around a gimmick, relies around getting to a Planeswalker ult a little bit. And I think it would get more powerful if we had more sack outlets in the game, in Standard specifically. But, you know, it's still fun to play, and so that's all that really matters. Okay, Thieves' Tools. This one's pretty good once you get the ult. So what we're gonna do... So we could do this even at instant speed. That leaves us 3 mana. So we're gonna... We're not actually gonna do that at instant speed. We are going to Thieves' Tools. Kind of seeing what they're up to. They have some sort of instant speed interaction. We're going to create a treasure token, and then we're going to use that to play Erebos, which will actually be a creature, which means we have really good blocks against them. So yeah, that's the reason I played the Thieves' Tools first, was to get that 1 extra black mana to get Erebos to be a creature as he's entering. It doesn't matter that he is as he's entering, but the treasure from Thieves' Tools helps the 1 extra. So yeah, pretty, I want to say important sequencing, but yeah. So if he swings, if he pays 4, swings with Bolt, he draws a card, and then I block, kill 1. So he's not going to swing unless he has some way of dealing with my stuff. We can attach Thieves' Tools to something like Sedgemoor Witch, which then means we can guaranteed get 3 damage in every turn, which means we kind of set them up for a, you know, a clock, 3-turn, or a 8-turn clock. Sorry. Oh, they're just going to concede. Yeah, Erebos is pretty annoying, you know. You have to get my devotion down low enough, otherwise it's really hard to attack even with those Death Touchers. So, yeah, we really didn't get to see the Commander shine there, but I think the point of the deck is pretty clear. I don't want this one to run as long as yesterday's did. I think the point of the deck is pretty clear. You're going to get out creatures, you're going to sacrifice them, get some value that way, and then use that to maybe ult, and then use some of the tools in here to take advantage of that ult. Again, it's a little gimmicky, and it's not the most powerful, but it is really fun. And one of the great things about Brawl is that it is singleton, so there's a high chance that you have a lot of these cards already, at least one of them. So you might want to check it out. So if you do, there will be a deck list in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to see more content like this. It's not always the most popular stuff on my channel, but it is fun sometimes just to, you know, play the game. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.